Imagine being able to walk into a room and make someone think about you non-stop, not through looks, not through status, but by accessing the deepest, most primal parts of their mind. Sounds powerful, right? But here's the catch. This isn't about love. This is about control. In this video, we'll explore 7 controversial dark psychology tricks that can make someone obsess over you, sometimes without them even realizing it. It's powerful, it's dangerous, and it's not for the faint of heart. Dark psychology is the study of how people can be influenced, controlled, and manipulated using psychological tactics that operate below the level of conscious awareness. When used with precision, these techniques bypass logical thinking and tap straight into the emotional brain. Whether you're trying to gain influence, become unforgettable, or just understand how powerful people shape the minds of others, today's content will leave you speechless. But a word of warning, these techniques should never be used to harm. The line between persuasion and manipulation is thin, and crossing it can destroy lives. The scarcity hook. Become rare to become valuable. Psychologically, we want what we can't easily have. Scarcity creates desire. When something or someone seems limited, our brain assumes it's more valuable. Here's how it works. Don't always be available. Don't always reply instantly. Let them wonder what you're doing, who you're with, and why you're not chasing them. This triggers uncertainty, and uncertainty fuels obsession. Why? Because uncertainty forces the brain to solve a mystery. The more questions they have about you, the more mental energy they invest. And once they're invested, you've got them. Emotional conditioning. Pair yourself with high-intensity emotions. Humans remember emotions, not logic. So, if you want someone to obsess over you, attach yourself to moments of emotional intensity. Example, laugh with them during their happiest moments. Be present when they're vulnerable. Share adrenaline-spiking activities. Their brain will associate you with that emotional high. And like an addict chasing a fix, they'll start craving your presence. The trick here is not just to be around, but to be the anchor of their emotional experience. Push-pull, dynamics, mixed signals to create emotional chaos. This is one of the most powerful tools in dark psychology. Give attention, then take it away. Be warm, then distant. Open, then mysterious. Why does this work? Because it keeps the brain in a loop of what's next. That unpredictability floods their mind with dopamine, the same chemical released during gambling or addictive behavior. They start trying harder to win you back, thinking about what went wrong, analyzing your every word. That's obsession in motion. The mirror effect. Reflect their identity back at them. People love people who make them feel understood. One subtle way to do this is by mirroring, copying their body language, speech patterns, interests, and values. But here's the dark twist. Use mirroring not just to bond, but to make them feel that you are their ideal partner. When they talk, nod slightly, match their breathing tempo, use similar phrases. This creates subconscious rapport. Over time, they'll feel like you just get them, which is the gateway to emotional fixation. Implanting intrusive thoughts. You can plant emotional triggers that make someone think about you involuntarily. This is where words, symbols, or inside jokes become powerful tools. Example, always wear a specific scent. Use a unique phrase. Send a song or meme at a peak moment. Their brain links those stimuli to you. Now, whenever they hear that song or smell that scent, it triggers thoughts of you. Repetition turns you into a recurring loop in their mind. Vulnerability, manipulation. Most people are guarded. When you open up first, share a deep fear, insecurity, or emotional memory, they feel compelled to reciprocate. But here's the manipulation. After they open up, withdraw, pull back, go silent. They're now left emotionally exposed. While you're in control, their brain goes into panic mode. What happened? Did I say too much? This emotional imbalance creates fixation. They chase closure. They obsess. Future pacing. Create a fantasy they can't resist. The most seductive drug isn't touch, it's imagination. Use future pacing to subtly paint a future that includes them with you. It could be as simple as saying, imagine us traveling the world together. Or, can you picture what our life would look like in 10 years? When you do this right, their brain starts filling in the gaps. They start emotionally living in that fantasy. Even if nothing's real yet, this builds emotional dependence on a future that you control. Why these tactics work? the psychology behind obsession. All of these tactics tap into psychological vulnerabilities: the fear of rejection, the desire for validation, the craving for emotional highs, the need to solve mysteries, the hunger for connection. When these needs are triggered in just the right sequence, obsession forms, not through logic, but through emotional hijacking. Dark psychology doesn't force someone's hand. It bends it gently until they no longer know where their own thoughts end and your influence begins. Now you have a choice. You can walk away from this video with knowledge and do nothing, or you can enter the realm of elite-level emotional influence, a place where connection isn't left to chance. It's engineered. If you're ready to use these dark psychology tricks responsibly to build magnetic influence, unshakable confidence, and irresistible presence, then start practicing today. Master just one of these techniques. Watch how people respond. Then add the next and the next until you become unforgettable. Subscribe to the channel for more psychological warfare, human behavior tactics, and persuasion mastery. Comment below. Which trick are you most curious to try? Or which one have you seen in action? Stay strategic, stay dangerous. See you in the next one.